Welcome to the Game Etc. podcast. Once again, I'm one of your hosts, Wumbo.
And I'm Nostal.
And, yeah, we're going to have a slightly shorter episode than usual. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we might not be doing After Dark.
Yeah, it was all on me. I moved into my new college dorm, which is cool and exciting, but the soundboard cable appears to be giving us problems. So I'm ordering a new one, and hopefully that'll fix the issue. But if I disappear at some point in the episode, that's why. It's just the cable freaking out. So
then we'll be on Nostal's phone.
Ooh,
which
is the greatest microphone in all the land.
Yeah, I think it was episode 23 or whatever.
It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't do it last week either. Both of us were busy with stuff. I had some guests over. Like some cousins or whatever at my house, and it was very loud. And
it's okay. Yeah. We have life. Yeah, it's all right. People understand.
Mm-hmm. So we got some news, and
we do.
Some pretty exciting news this week.
It was a big news week.
For as a tech for anything.
Yeah, a lot of things we knew were going to happen, but officially got a lot of stuff that we had been expecting for a while, which is cool.
Should we get into it now?
Sure. Let's hop on in.
Yep. First, we should talk about the PlayStation Pro / PlayStation Slim release.
I'm actually really excited about this.
Although everyone pretty much knew this was going to happen because of all the leaks,
And right after E3, Sony had gone on record saying, hey, Neo is a real thing, we're just not releasing it yet.
Yeah.
So it had technically been officially confirmed. We just hadn't seen it. And now all eyes are on Microsoft as to where and when Scorpio is going to be released to compete with the Neo, since Neo is coming out this year, which is very exciting.
Or it's not called Neo anymore, it's called PlayStation 4 Pro, or just PlayStation Pro.
Well, Neo's cooler.
Neo does sound cool, but unfortunately it's just PlayStation 4 Pro, which is 4K, and that's it.
Well,
and
sort of.
Well, I mean, it's 4K, but a little bit down in this Polygon article, we'll talk about the main criticism that a lot of people are having.
Right.
Where is it? Well, first, this is talking about, at least the first chunk here is talking about how it was, already talked about, everyone knew about it, just,
Right.
And that's what the PS4 Pro looks like. Or is that the Pro, or is that the Slim?
The Slim has 2 tiers, the Pro has 3.
Then this must be the Slim.
Oh, hi.
That was my sister, I'm sorry.
Hi, sister. I don't know if I knew you had a sister.
I have a younger sister, yeah.
Are you doing YouTube?
I don't know if I ever knew that.
Give me a second, Nostal. Can you read the story a bit?
I can read the story. Hi, lovely internet people. How are you doing? My name's Nostal. You can call me Nostal.
Read the story.
Okay. PlayStation 4 Slim leaked in every way imaginable. We knew almost every detail about the upcoming hardware revamp of the PlayStation 4 before the event because the systems were already out in the wild. Oh, that's true. This was the first time I've read a review of a system that the manufacturer refused to admit existed. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the Slim, is the Slim was literally on shelves already in some places of the world, which is the first time I can think of that's ever happened.
Well, there's where they just announced it and then the system just comes out.
No. Literally, the Slim was in stores before it was announced.
I can think of another console that was like that. Again, the Sega Saturn.
I didn't even know that happened with the Saturn.
Yeah, no. The day it was, or I think it was a couple hours before it was announced at E3, they already had it in some stores.
But this was literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago? Holy shit.
This was showing up in places around the world literally 2 weeks before it was officially
announced. No, the Saturn wasn't that bad.
Which is crazy. It's it was in the wild before Sony had officially been yeah, it's a real thing. Which is people were opening it up and using it, and I don't remember where I read the article, but people were plugging it in and using it, and they're is this the Neo? Is this the new high-powered one? And then engineers took it apart, and they were no, this is the same hardware as the PS4, it's just in a smaller case.
Let me see where I can find PlayStation. Oh, here it is. No. Here it is. The PlayStation 4 Pro does not use 4K Blu-rays. That's what a lot of people are complaining about.
Yeah, which...
It costs,
It's people finding things to complain about. It's 4K Blu-rays...
The only reason why it's not 4K Blu-ray, though, is I'm guessing because of compatibility with the PS4 or the previous PS4 games, if I'm correct. Right?
Maybe. I don't actually know. Does a normal Blu-ray player read 4K Blu-rays, or do you have to get a special reader?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Any tech junkies in the chat?
My knee-jerk reaction is that it might be a different disc reader.
Okay.
But I don't have anything to back that up. It's quite possible that's not the case at all. But that's the only thing I can think of is because the PlayStation 4 discs run on Blu-ray. They couldn't put two different types of disc reader in the same thing and still make it cost effective. So that's the only thing I can think of is maybe it doesn't have the disc reader for it. But I don't have anything to back that up at all. That's just a guess.
Reading a little bit down here, except those discs who won't play on the PS4 Pro, this features something on the Xbox One S. So the Xbox One S has 4K Blu-rays.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I keep hearing on the internet that Sony's behind now in the whole console.
Well, they've sold enough PS4s to be.
No, behind on a whole which consoles is more powerful, you know?
Well, and here's a fascinating point, Wumbo. It doesn't actually matter.
No, it only really matters on sales.
If you look at last generation, and it's in every way, shape, and form a comparison of apples and oranges, but the cell processor of the PS3 was vastly superior to the Xbox 360.
But the Xbox 360 sold much better because, well...
People knew what to do with it, yeah.
Yeah.
And developers just didn't really know how to use the PS3 till the end of the cycle.
It's not just that, but like in case you're wondering, last generation, the Wii actually broke everyone, at least at first.
Well, yeah, for sure, because the Wii was just a gimmick. People bought it without actually knowing what it was, and then for a week and a half, it was the greatest thing in the world.
More like a year, because my grandma bought, God bless her soul, my grandmother.
Is she dead?
No, she's not dead.
Oh, okay. Just make sure. You said God bless her soul. My first reaction.
No, she had to go through Black Friday just to get that.
Oh my God, she might as well be dead then.
Yeah.
That must have been very difficult.
Yeah.
Do you have like that one grandpa who maybe like buys things on the black market and you're not sure, but you're pretty sure he gets stuff on the black market?
I'm not sure if my grandfather, my grandmother, no.
Okay. Well, my grandpa's like that. Like, he's never come out and said it, but I'm pretty sure he shops on the black market. So on launch day, a Wii just showed up at our door, and it was from him, and it wasn't like, it was like, he was like, oh, how'd you guys like the Wii? And it wasn't like a Christmas present or anything. He just sent it to us on launch day, and we weren't planning on getting one, so that's how we got a Wii. But like, I'm pretty sure he got that from some sketchy place. It worked fine. It still works today.
I distinctly remember buying, or not buying, but getting, I think it was Christmas of 2008, getting the Wii with a bunch of games. Some of them good, some of them crap. But yeah.
Yeah, the Wii U is a great console.
The Wii and the Wii U, great console, just didn't really have Well, I mean, the Wii U has more of a third-party backing, I guess, than the Wii. It doesn't have as much shovelware.
The Wii U is a Wii with a bag on the side. It's very, very few differences between the Wii U and the Wii, apart from just slightly better hardware.
Not just that, but the gamepad, which...
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't talk about the gamepad.
I like the gamepad.
I don't like the gamepad.
Okay, you can play games like a certain... As far as I'm aware, maybe... No, a majority of the library, just in the gamepad.
I want you to take that football-shaped gamepad and punt it out the window so I never have to see it.
It's not shaped like a football.
It might as well be shaped like a football. It's the least ergonomically correct thing I've ever picked up to play games with in my life.
I got used to it after a while, especially
that gamepad's
games
a
like
travesty. It needs to be taken out back in the shop.
Have you played Splatoon?
I have not played Splatoon because I like games with quality in them.
If Party were here...
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
There's nothing about Splatoon that interests me.
We have some people are in the chat right now. Elemental Breakdown. That's RJ, right?
Yeah. Hi, RJ. How's it going?
PS4 Pro. I like the topic. Same here. I'm excited too. Sarge says Patriots won.
Who were they facing?
They were facing. Fuck me. I have to look it up. I didn't pay attention to the Patriots game because I don't like the Patriots. So.
I didn't pay attention to the game at all because I don't like sports.
Oh, I was just watching football with my dad this morning, so yeah, I kind of got into it with him. Patriots are facing they were facing the Cardinals and they won 23-21.
Did the Seahawks play today? I feel like I heard the Seahawks play today.
The Seahawks played today and they won. They were playing the Dolphins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I was...
Seahawks and Dolphins, both birds. It's
what?
The bird bowl, they call it.
Okay, then.
Both birds.
I did pay attention to, let me see, Raiders and Saints, 35-34. It's a really close game. My dad's a Raider fan, so...
That's almost 35-35. It's very close.
Also, RIP Chargers. Ha! Yeah, I know. The Chargers were facing the Chiefs.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, football.
And this has been your weekly episode of Sports Etc. with your hosts, Nostal and Wumbo.
Next week, we'll talk about hockey.
Can we trust it?
We'll have Party and Ozzy in here talking about hockey.
I don't think Party actually likes hockey.
I don't know.
She doesn't strike me as that type of person. I think Ozzy definitely might. It feels like I've talked with Ozzy about hockey before.
Before we get back to the story, let's catch up with the chat. Elemental Breakdown, or RJ says, we basically get for Smash Bros, Mario Creator, and whatever, lol, Mario Maker. And they're actually making Mario Maker for the 3DS. Sarge says...
Which one's Mario Maker?
Mario Maker is the one where you can make your own Mario levels, and I think that's pretty cool.
That's already for the DS.
No, it's... For the DS? No, it's for the 3DS and for the Wii U.
And they're making it for what right now?
The 3DS. It's not for the DS at all.
It's already on the 3DS though.
No, it isn't on. I thought it was already. I thought it was coming out soon. It's not out yet.
On the 3DS?
Yeah, Mario Maker's not out on the 3DS yet.
That sounds like bullshit. Hang on.
Sarge says, want to know what's shaped like a football? The football that missed the game, winning the field goal. Let's save the Patriots. Hey, same thing goes with the same thing goes with the Raiders.
Super Mario Maker came out on September 10th for the Wii U and the 3DS.
It did not come out on the 3DS yet.
It did.
No, they just announced it on Nintendo Direct.
Super Mario Maker?
Yeah, for 3DS.
No, it's already...
All right, if you're on Wikipedia, check like release dates, please.
September 10th.
Are we really going to argue about this? Okay. Super Mario 3DS release date.
Oh, okay, no, you're right. I apologize.
Yeah, I was about to say they just announced it.
Yeah. I can't believe I would have bet money that was already on the 3DS.
Elemental Breakdown says Marshall launch rumored to be black. Rumored to be black. Back playing football for the Seahawks in Week 5. Okay. Same thing for Brody, for the Patriots. Jeez, now we're...
Sarge says in the chat, did you guys do the free trial weekend for Overwatch? I've fallen in love.
No, I did not, unfortunately. I missed out on that.
I did not. Tracer has not returned any of my phone calls, so I'm protesting the game.
PS4 Pro.
PS4 Pro. What do you think about this one?
To be honest, I'm not really interested in buying this. I already have a PS4, so yeah. I know PSVR works better with the PS4 Pro, for what I've heard, and yeah, which makes sense. It has better hardware, so
yeah.
And the PS4 Slim, I guess if you don't have a PS4, then get the PS4 Slim. So I guess it's your market install.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Slim. I'm looking at the Pro. People are saying, oh, well, I don't have a 4K TV, so it doesn't make sense for me to get the Pro. Higher resolutions, downscaled to a lower resolution, still looks better. So if you're playing something on 4K, but your screen's only 1080p, it's still going to look better than something that's outputting at 1080p to 1080p. So you're still going to see a visual difference. And not only that, but it has more... believe it has a more powerful processor. I'm not positive off the top of my head.
Okay.
But that means, there can be more things on screen at the same time and better AI and things like that. So the games are going to be more powerful. It's not just the exact same thing with prettier graphics. The interesting part of this is Sony has said up and down, you cannot develop something just for the Pro.
Which makes... It does make sense, but also at the same time, then why buy this new console?
Yeah, it's like, I get why they're doing it, because they don't want to alienate people that bought this new console 3 years ago. That said, it's kind of kneecapping developers by basically saying it has to run on both hardware, because they can't use full potential of the bigger machine.
It's really going to fuck over some developers.
Right. It's like you can't use the full potential of the Pro if you're still trying to make sure things run on the PS4, because, a chain's only as strong as its weakest link. If you're having to hold up the PS4 and develop for the Pro, then you're not using the Pro to its full potential.
I thought the Polygon article would have an image of the PS4 Pro, so it doesn't. So this is the.
PS4. Picture a PS4 with 3 layers.
Yeah, this is what it is right here. Yeah, this is kind of dumb. In retrospect, they should have waited.
I'm just curious why now. It's like, we've been through quite a few console generations. The
Because
fourth of any
Microsoft is doing
consequence in terms of.
Scorpio.
But why is Microsoft doing Scorpio? And Scorpio's coming out after Neo, so that could lead us to believe, or Pro, excuse me, that could lead us to believe that Sony was working on it before Microsoft was.
Okay. Yeah,
But it was like, why now? Why are we going with this incremental half generation model now?
Because 4K? I don't know.
But it's like the industry isn't there yet. It's like most people don't have 4K TVs. And really, if you think about it, we should have gone to 2K before we went to 4K. It's kind of weird that we're jumping all the way there. It's like we went to 480p before we went to 720p, and we went to 720p before we went to 1080p. So it's kind of weird that we're hopping right over 1440p. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's very strange.
I'm not really interested in buying this either, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I did have another article for the PS4 Slim, but we already saw an image of the PS.
Yeah.
I just had this out just for,
Yeah, the Slim is a cheaper, prettier version of the PS4 you already own.
The PS4 Pro right now is what, $400?
Yeah, $399.99. It's coming out in November.
And the PS4 Slim is $200, or not $200, $300.
Yeah, which is a good price. If I don't know, your launch PS4 is starting to show signs of old age or whatever, this might be a good idea for you.
It isn't. It's still functioning well, so
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Some people I know, they're saying that like the disc drive especially sounds like a turbine when you turn it on.
Oh no, that's my PS3.
Gotcha. So I don't know, man. I think this is oriented to the high-end Sony fan. I think this is the Sony fan who really likes their PlayStation, has a lot of money to spend.
Well, I am the Sony fan, but I don't have a lot of money to spend.
Right. So it's like we may not be the target audience for this.
PC, but like, why go to console?
Yeah, I don't know, because this is very much a PC move. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. It's like incremental growth, and PC ignores console generations because PC has had one generation, and that's just you add more hardware to it when it gets slow. That's what you do.
Essentially.
But this is very much a PC move, and I am worried that what makes consoles different is that you plug them in and they work, and you don't have to worry about which one you get because you get what's ever most current on the shelves. And now with this, and it's this incremental shift. I don't know, man. I just feel like this is going to hurt everybody in the long run. But what's interesting is everyone's doing it. So, with the exception of Nintendo, but no one cares about Nintendo. So.
NX gonna give it to you.
But NX is just their next generation. That doesn't make any sense. Because
they might be doing VR though. Nintendo VR. Or
there's the rumor that the NX is less powerful than the PS4.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? That's 3-year-old hardware.
I think the reason being because they're going to do because the NX is a hybrid between portable and home gaming.
Yeah.
So I guess they had to downscale it for that because it's
Maybe, but they've done staggered releases for a while now. The Wii and the Wii U did not launch alongside the other two consoles in each generation. So it's they always come out later, and they're still somehow underpowered every time. I just don't understand. I don't know what they're doing over there.
They're looking for innovation. They're looking to be outside the box rather than just have the most powerful console out there. But
the Wii U was inside the box. That was as incremental of a step as you can possibly take.
The Wii U,
the gamepad was the one, and I'm gonna put it in quotes, innovation that the Wii U had.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't even really call it innovation.
Going for innovation anyway, the Wii U didn't really have too much outside the gamepad, which I like the gamepad.
The Wii U is a blue Wii.
Black.
Weren't the ones blue?
I don't think there's a blue Wii U.
Really?
Yeah. Someone fact check it.
There's a teal one, but I think it was a promotional thing.
I have a black one, which is the special edition one.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't understand Nintendo. I don't get what they're doing. I don't know if Nintendo understands Nintendo.
Well, later in the show we'll talk about Nintendo's other ventures too.
Yeah.
Which is a way smarter move.
I think they're hey, let's make a machine half as powerful as everything else and charge twice the price and somehow get away with it. And people do because Nintendo's a name that still has pull for some reason. But I don't know, man. We'll see.
Let's check. Jack. I'm gonna read the chat for a bit before we move on. Sarge says, well, a lot from Sarge. I'm going to fuck over everyone who spent all their money on a PS4. Or it's also going to fuck over, yeah, especially. Sarge says, it's weird. It's weird. Weirdness is profit. Jack those prices. Set everyone who made a knew anything ever.
Yeah.
Why? Wii U so blue? Okay, and
Why you so blue?
Why you so blue? Their NX idea and then Kappa.
I want the NX to succeed. That's the thing. I really do.
I really want to. Yeah, I want to play the NX because it, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It makes me sad just thinking about it because I feel like everyone's gonna take a beating with this like
next generation, except for Microsoft.
It's not even a next
no.
generation. That's the thing.
Oh wait, no, Microsoft's gonna be fucked over by Scorpio.
I think they're being far too ambitious in Scorpio, from what I hear. They're saying it's going to be this powerhouse of a console, and that's great, but you know, you still have to remain cost effective. So either somehow they're going to price it at the same price point as the PS4 Pro, which from everything we're hearing about it seems very unlikely, or somehow they're going to charge more, and to the uninformed consumer they're going to be like, well, PlayStation just released their better console and $200 cheaper than yours, so why? And you're gonna have to explain, well, no, there's more teraflops and there's better graphics cards, and like the average consumer doesn't care.
The average consumer is asking, what the hell's a teraflop?
Right. And I don't know, man. I just feel like this is gonna hurt everybody. I just don't see why. I don't get why they're splitting the generation in half. I just don't get it. I would have been happier if they were calling this the Xbox 2 and the PS5, because that would make more sense, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't really care for these new systems, but
yeah.
Well,
it's okay. NX is gonna come out and save us all. So.
I hope.
Like real talk, Wumbo. I don't know if we've actually really we've joked about this, but let's really talk about this for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if the NX comes out and it just fails?
That'd be disappointing.
Because I don't know if Nintendo can take another one of those. I literally don't.
Well, Nintendo, like I said, Nintendo's going to make a little bit of money with the mobile market, but they might transition into that more if the NX fails.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nintendo should get out of hardware altogether, personally.
Just stick to handheld where they're pretty much kings at.
Well, yeah, and stick to their properties. It's like, what do they have? They have Zelda, they have Mario, and they have Pokemon. That's what people care about. Make those, and you know,
Star Fox, F-Zero.
Yeah, but no one
Metroid,
cares about those as much
except for Smash. Kirby.
Smash, that's true. But none of those have the pull that Zelda, Pokemon, and Mario do. It's like, you know, I make good games and make them run on current hardware, because let's face it, your hardware has not been current for literally generations. You know, the GameCube was not on par with the other things in its generation.
The GameCube was on par with other systems.
The GameCube was underpowered compared to the PlayStation and the Xbox.
Well, okay. The GameCube was as powerful, but the problem was the disk space.
The GameCube?
Yeah.
The GameCube had nowhere near the graphical capability of the Xbox.
Oh, of the Xbox, no, but for the PS2, the GameCube slightly beats it out.
Really?
Yeah, no, the Xbox for that generation was the best looking console. GameCube's kind of in the middle. PS2's kind of, all three of the systems can look beautiful. And I guess the prettiest game for the prettiest game for the GameCube is Resident Evil. If you've seen that, it looks really good.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil remake, anyway. Luigi's Mansion, both Star Wars Rogue Squadron games for the GameCube, they look really good. So, as for GameCube, it wasn't behind. The Wii was certainly behind. That's a no fucking brainer. It looked a lot of the early games look like fucking early Dreamcast games.
And the Wii was playing at 480p.
Yeah, and didn't have HDMI.
What are they doing? I don't know.
Catching up with the chat, we had Mutiny Teddy saying, all of a sudden people give a shit about teraflops because someone made a video saying teraflops 100 times. The only teraflop is LeBron James.
It's not. It's
what?
PC players care about teraflops, but console players don't. That's not me being mean. That's just because they don't.
I've never heard of the word teraflop before until the Scorpio video. So
that's the number you use to measure the graphical capability of the GPU inside of a system. It's is the amount of teraflops it can output, and it's I don't know, man. We should move on.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm sorry.
you're-
Depressing state of the gaming industry aside, we should probably move on to something a little bit brighter and something that a lot of our viewers might be interested in.
Woo.
You doing okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. The iPhone 7.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah, iPhone 7 Plus 7. This article's from Digital Trends. Basically, this is talking about what's new about the iPhone 7 and, why people are pissed off about the headphone jacks. I know this doesn't really have too much to do with gaming outside of mobile gaming, but I figured we could at least talk about this a bit,
No, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you? Let's cut right to the center of the issue.
I
What's
ain't
your
buying
stance on the Lightning connector?
The Lightning connector, is
It's
that...
like obviously we already have that, but them taking away the headphone jack.
Yeah, I was about to say the Lightning connector is the headphone, or not the headphone, the charger.
Well, it's the same thing now. It's you can charge or you can plug in headphones. You can't do both because it's the same port.
Yeah, I kind of find that's a bit dumb.
Yeah.
Because you could, on an iPhone 6, you could do that.
Yeah.
So,
And they did it for increased waterproofing capability.
okay.
The Lightning connector, if you look inside your phone, that seals off and it only unseals when you plug your thing in. And the headphone jack doesn't do that. It has to be open all the time. And then the second reason was because the industry is just trending towards that. A Lightning sound output has a better sound frequency than a 3.5 millimeter jack does. And like people like here at my college, even I've gone in this conversation multiple times in the last week or so, and then they're saying, why my headphone jack has been the same way it has forever. And it's like, well, in the 40s and 50s we were using 7.1 millimeter jacks, and then in the 80s we switched over to 3.5 millimeter jacks, and now we're switching over to Lightning. And by the way, your Samsung phone's gonna have Lightning next generation too, because that's the way this industry works. It's like, and then 30 years from now, we'll have a new headphone jack. It's just the way the industry works. So it's like, you can say something's good, and that's fine, but Apple, for all the shit they're getting for it, they're just taking the step sooner than anybody else is. And that's just the way the industry works. Now Samsung is going to have no choice but to, within a generation or two, switch over to something similar.
Yeah. Sarge says the stream is fucking up. Is the stream working? I guess the stream is working for everyone. Sarge is having some problems. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I find it kind of stupid that I understand what they're doing, process of technology and stuff, but
Yeah.
I like to have physical headphones. I'm sorry.
No, and it makes sense. And the reality of the matter is the headphones that are going to come out for this are going to be better. And a year from now, no one's going to care. And from what the rumors are for the iPhone 8, it is going to be a huge, huge, huge change.
Here's the new Apple headphones, by the way, wireless headphones, basically.
Yeah, the earpods or the AirPods or whatever.
Yeah. Originally I thought these were supposed to be like Bluetooth headphones, but no.
Did they not release a wireless model?
Wireless model of
The AirPods or the earpods or whatever?
these are the image I'm showing right now looks like the wireless model. I thought they connected through Bluetooth, not through the Lightning, whatever the fuck it's called. The Lightning jack.
I thought so too.
Yeah. Probably should read the article.
And it's not? It's a... You need like a Bluetooth adapter?
To make up the missing headphone jack, Apple has
These look
introduced
wireless,
a pair of Lightning-connected wired earpods. Okay. Sorry, just like I thought these were... I mean, the image looks like they're wireless, right?
Yeah. Hang on.
All the way on the bottom, you see like a guy wearing the headphones.
So the ones they include in the box are 3.5 millimeter. Normal. Like they're the same ones you get with your iPhone now.
But
and they include an adapter. The ones that they sell, the ones they just announced, are wireless.
Okay.
So the ones in the box are the same thing you've been getting for 5 generations or whatever.
Okay. But then they come with an adapter to connect it to the new...
Right.
Here's the thing. Just use any Beats connected with Bluetooth, if I'm correct, right?
The wireless ones do.
Yeah, just use that then.
Yeah.
And then you could charge your phone, and then boom.
And I mean, if you want to be an audiophile about it, wireless connections never produce as good of a sound quality as a wired one will.
Which makes sense. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just Apple doesn't care, frankly. Like they don't care that you're mad about this. They're gonna get your money anyway, and they're totally fine with that. And they have more than enough money to sit for a while and to see how this does. They've officially sold over 1 billion iPhones now, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like this is just the way the industry is gonna work. It always works this way. I mean, think about I don't know. Think about when a console generation's like its online support finally fizzles out. It's always sad, and there's always going to be those few people who are still playing, but it's just inevitable. It's eventually going to move on to the next thing, and you can say this is the hill you're going to die on, but eventually you got to stand up and walk with the rest of everybody else to the new big thing. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind. So.
Yep.
But,
I'm currently at the 6 right now, and I'm completely fine with it. I'm not really interested in buying a new iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 7 is like it was very much not a huge update. Like it's a little bit better camera, a little bit. The dual camera is really interesting.
Yeah, I should show off a picture of the camera. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Yeah, the camera looks really cool.
Yeah, for sure. And
yeah.
Even though that's only in the Plus model, the 2 cameras side by side. But like, what's interesting is the new black and jet black colors. Are
black
what they
and jet black.
Well, that's what they demoed the phone with. All the phones in the reveal were the black and jet black. And if you look at, literally any of the other colors, this looks pretty much exactly like your 6S. So, it's not really a different phone all that much, which, whatever. And they took away the headphone port. And
they could get away with it. They have the money.
Yeah. And I read Mac rumors a lot, which is basically a conglomeration of all the trade rumors you hear in the industry about Apple products and things of the like. And, pretty much all rumors are pointing to a huge revamped iPhone next year for the iPhone 8 with like a curved screen and totally different everything. And like they're going to a new processor manufacturer. Just everything's going to change basically.
Okay.
And so the fact that they're already that far into work on the next one probably means that's why we're not seeing that much change on this one.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I figured we should at least talk about this a little bit. I don't really have too much to say about it. Just, kind of interested, but not really too much to buy or go out my way to buy one.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, it'll sell really well.
Yep, it's Apple, so what do you really expect?
Just a tiny little anecdote.
Mm-hmm.
Not really an anecdote, I guess. I don't know. The long since rumored and I don't think ever officially confirmed Project Titan that Apple.
Wait. What the hell is Project Titan?
Project Titan is the Apple car.
Oh.
And for like 5 years, they've been poaching people away from like Ford and GM, and all these people have gone to work for Apple, all these car specialists, and Apple has never officially been like, yeah, we're building a car. But the trade name is Project Titan. And around the time, I think last week that the announcement was, or this week, I guess, like a bunch of people from Project Titan got laid off, and they were like, "Oh, we're relaunching the project and we're starting it again from the ground up."
Either that, or they're just gonna can it.
Well, supposedly they're like rebooting the project. I think is
okay. Because it kind of seems like it's a sign where they're just gonna drop it, because an Apple car.
The rumor is, and they've been working on this for quite some time, is they're moving away from a car that you drive to a car that drives you, or that drives itself, more accurately.
So, like the new Uber cars, it's happening.
Sort of, yeah. So that's kind of what the rumor is. We'll see, whether or not they make good on that. But it's really interesting that the layoffs happen at the same time as this reveal, and I don't know if it necessarily means anything. But I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Do you want to move on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Next topic, I could talk about this for a little bit. Why Nintendo is changing its whole strategy, embracing on Apple. Are we at the right article?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, I thought you had the Pokemon Go for a second there.
No, you're good. I'm happy about this because this is something that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, Nintendo. In case you didn't see the Apple reveal or see anything on Twitter or anything like that, Shigeru Miyamoto, creator.
Never heard of him.
Went up on Apple's stage and revealed a new Mario game that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, this is a big moment.
Yeah, this is a really big moment for not only for Apple and Nintendo. Yeah. Obviously, so far there's been two new I can't speak tonight. 2 Nintendo licenses on an Apple phone. That being Miitomo and Pokemon Go. I think
Pokemon Go is not even technically a Nintendo game.
no, it's 33% Nintendo.
Yeah, it's just that. I don't know. That's just like the fact that their stock went way up when Pokemon Go came out, and then went way back down when people found out they don't actually own it. That just made me laugh. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know, man. This is a really good idea, though.
Yeah. Unlike Pokemon Go, though, this is going to be only exclusive for Apple phones. The new game, Super Mario Run.
Right.
Now, for what we've seen with a little bit of gameplay, Super Mario Run is going to be an endless runner, obviously, and the main mechanic is tapping on the screen so Mario can jump.
Which is really cool because we don't actually have any games like that on the iOS yet. So it's actually cool that they're doing this for the first time with Mario.
Was that sarcasm?
No, not at all. Yeah, I mean, this is a very safe idea, but it makes a lot of sense.
It's a very safe idea, and it's definitely going to make them a lot of money, considering that Mario Go, is that what it's called? No, it's Super Mario Run, not Mario Go. Elemental breakdown.
That'd be funny if it was Pokemon Go, but with Mario. I don't think it would have the same appeal.
No, it wouldn't.
Part of Pokemon is going out and looking for things, and that's not really a thing in Mario, at least not in the same way.
So supposedly, Super Mario Run's going to cost a little bit of money. It's not going to be microtransaction. It's going to be,
And good for them. They're developing this internally, I want to say.
Probably.
I don't think this is a third party, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, good for them. They're embracing the mobile market, specifically Apple, which is the superior, wing of the mobile market. If you have an Android phone, wake up, quit playing with your baby phone and go buy an iPhone.
Yeah.
Shots fired. I got an argument about that at dinner tonight, and I won, and I was very proud of myself. Because you got to really decide what you care about in life, Wumbo. And I've decided
Video
that
games.
I care about Apple for whatever reason. I care about Apple more than anything else. It's close. Anyway, this is a really cool move.
Yeah, this is a really cool move. Hopefully, this opens up other series to go on mobile devices. Later in the show, obviously, we'll talk about some games that should be on mobile.
Dude, can you imagine if they took every Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda game they've released in the last 15 years and just put it on iOS?
That would make a lot of money.
Dude, that would make an ass.
I mean,
and people have been jailbreaking their phones.
No, people have been jailbreaking their phones and doing that, but officially releasing it.
They would make so much money, dude.
Yes, they would.
Imagine how many people would buy the Pokemon games on their phone, and those games would work on your phone because they don't need a lot of power to run. It's that is such a no-brainer.
No, they must be running on 3DSs.
The iPhone 7's so many more times powerful than 3DS.
I know. It's just Nintendo being stubborn. But reading in the chat, RJ says, "Fuck off, Colin. I'm a proud Android user," and with a heart.
Well, nobody's perfect. RJ, you're allowed to be wrong. That's your prerogative.
It'll be worse. He doesn't have a Google phone, or worse, a Windows phone.
RJ has this phone that when he takes it out of his pocket and takes a picture with it, it blocks the sun for about 7 days. It's so long. I can't even his phone has multiple zip codes. It's so big.
Damn.
I can't even hold his phone without just immediately falling off balance. That's what I think of your phone, RJ.
RJ says, or get an Android and you don't need to jailbreak. Yeah, you have a point there.
But it's also not legal, so.
Yeah. A really, really cool move that Nintendo is doing, and hopefully they expand in it, not just with, Mario Run, but, again, other series too, and maybe some new games.
Yeah, Nintendo's a great company with a great pedigree, It's go do something. Just do literally something. Just go do it, Don't give me another Wii U. I swear to God.
Super Mario Wii, or New Super Mario Bros. U 2.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's sad because Nintendo's such a great company and there's such a cool pedigree to what they've done in the past. And it's I just don't know what they're doing. It's they just fell asleep for the last 10 years and let a 4-year-old drive the boat. And then, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where this is going to go. And it's probably going to be like $1 or $2 to buy the game, right?
I mean, honestly, charge $5, charge $10.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a $5 or $10 game, I might buy it. You know,
I think $4.99 is a good price
Yeah.
point for this game. But you know, if they're going to the work and they're developing it internally and all that, then yeah, charge a few bucks for it. You earned it.
Mhm.
Good on you. People should pay for it. And you know, there's that whole thing of like, off on PC now, you're not even allowed to call your game free to play when you're publishing with a publisher because that has such a negative connotation that you're going to be out of money. So you know, it's like free to play isn't always necessarily a good thing. You know, sometimes you get what you pay for. You can go on Steam and download a bunch of free games, but there's a reason they're free more often than not. So you know, charge for it. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, I'm doing something right now.
No, you're good. You want me to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. That's fixed. Off-screen stuff. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Pokemon Go Plus. What
Right.
you need to know. Okay, so why should you spend $35 on this little watch thingy?
I am sad to say I've kind of been falling off with Pokemon Go.
I've been back. I've been back into it
Really?
because my school, on my community college's campus, there's like at least 10 Pokestops.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
I didn't want to be this guy, man, but the learning curve with Pokemon Go is what ruins it. You hit 20, and you just hit a brick wall.
level
and
20, you
it's-
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hit level 20, so
And it's like, oh, okay. Now it's 75,000 XP to get to 21. It's like, what?
let me see.
Maybe it's 50,000, but when you get to 21, it's 75,000, and then after that, it's 85,000. It gets so hard so quickly.
Jeez.
And like, I'm level 21, and I've been level 21 for like a week and a half, and I haven't really been playing that much either. But it's like I'm not enjoying it anymore. It's like I go for
Oh god.
yeah, it's a lot.
Oh god, yeah. Level 20 to get to level 21 is 50,000.
I'm level 21, and it's 75,000 to get to 22. It's like you hit a brick wall so quickly. And just to put that into perspective for you, in the first 5 levels, you needed 5,000 to level up.
Oh god. Elman RJ says, "Lucky eggs, bro." Yeah, but like eventually you'll run out of them. Muni Teddy says, "I think pedigree at this point is an overstatement. They peaked about 10 years ago."
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Meow Maniac in the chat says, "Hello there. Hi there.
Hello.
How's it going? I think you're a new person. I don't recognize your name, but thank you so much for being here." Yeah, I don't know, man.
So, what does this thing do? Well, a little bit.
Lights up and it saves your battery.
Not just that. You won't be able to catch anything while you're using it.
Which is not what they originally said, by the way.
What? They said you could catch Pokemon with this thing?
Originally, like, this was announced before the game even came out. And they said it was going to launch alongside the game. And then it didn't. And now it's just kind of here. And no one really play. I mean, like, people play Pokemon Go still, don't get me wrong, but it's not what it was that first month. I don't know.
Yumi Maniac says they're new and new to Twitch as well. Okay, welcome to Twitch. This is the Game Etc. podcast, which gets uploaded on YouTube too.
Yeah, on Wumbo's YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
which is maybe in the description, question mark. I don't think I've changed the description on my Twitch in forever.
It's not in the description. It's just right there. It says YouTube by Wumbo223, Twitter, our Twitter handles. You know,
It's places. You can see it around town.
round town.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I just Pokemon Go. It's like, I've been in college for a little over a week now, and I've pulled it out a couple times while I've been here and just opened it up to see what's around. And like, there's a lot of Pokestops around and stuff, but it's just I'm not motivated to go do it because I have to play for another 2 weeks if I want to level up one.
Oh, jeez. Because I've been
so steep, so fast.
Because I've been doing a lot of walking. You know, walking to classes, walking towards. There's a bus station that's about maybe a little less than a mile from our school. And since I don't drive yet, you know.
Yeah.
I just have the game running while walking around there. So it helps for egg grinding.
Yeah.
But the XP, Jesus.
It's unbelievable, man. It's like, I don't want to level up anymore. It's
I mean, I have 10,000 right now. So,
yeah.
yeah.
There's this site that calculates when you'll supposedly finish the game or get to level 40 based on how far you've gotten so far.
Mew Mew Maniac says pelvic thrust. Woo! Stop on your right foot and don't forget it. Now it's time to bring it around
That's
town.
from SpongeBob.
Bring
That's
it
SpongeBob.
over. Yeah.
Elemental Breakdown says they said it would catch Pokemon for you when you walked by. Yeah, like it would light up and you'd hit a button and then it would tell you if you caught it or not. That was the whole selling point of this, is you can use this instead of your phone because it drains the battery so quickly. So they were like, hey, buy this, wear it on your wrist, it connects with Bluetooth, and you don't have to pull out your phone to play the game.
Also, Elemental Breakdown says when a Polymedia is still in the overlay. The reason why it's still there because we might be making a new overlay soon.
Maybe, wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
This show, like, might get more stuff to it soon. Maybe, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Maybe, we'll see.
Gonzo's. Oh, hey Gonzo.
Hi, Gonzo.
This person's off of the Ryby Jenkins Discord.
Woo!
And I've ran into Twitch with him a couple times too.
Well, thanks for being here, Gonzo. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzo's wife, whichever. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. So what does this thing do? It basically just reading the description right here. The device will be useful if you want to stock up on candies. Okay. Or the anticipation of evolving your Pokemon. You'll hopefully catch an even stronger version of an already owned creature while you're at it. However, you can continue filling up your Poké. If you want
It sounds like it was written by someone who doesn't play Pokemon.
Yeah, however, if you want to continue filling up your Pokédex, you have to walk around with your phone out as usual. Okay. Also, this also would calculate, your... I can't speak. Will this calculate your, steps or whatever, like how far you went without pulling out your phone?
I don't know.
It don't know?
I don't know. Now, I want to throw this out here, and this is certainly not a cheaper alternative, but this is an alternative that makes more sense. During the Apple conference, they announced that Pokemon Go is coming to the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Which to me is a no-brainer. That is a brilliant move, especially because the Watch doesn't really have anything for it. Mm-hmm. And it'll be interesting to see exactly what that means. Can you play it just on the Watch? Do you need your phone in your pocket to play it? I don't think the Watch has cell data or anything like that. So you probably still need your phone as the companion in your pocket or whatever. But with a full screen, you can actually do things instead of just hit a button that's lighting up. That makes way more sense to me. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, the Apple Watch obviously has a much bigger price tag than $34.99. So,
yeah, this is $35, and it's going to be released September 16th, and it's pretty much been already pre-ordered to hell, and...
Yeah, ever since Pokemon Go came out. Before Pokemon Go came out, you've been able to buy these on eBay, but they're just on back order. So you buy one like 4 months in advance or whatever.
100. Just reading right here, a handful were even priced higher than $200 on eBay.
Yeah, because the ones that didn't exist yet, people were basically saying, okay, I'm going to buy this from, let's say, Target. When it comes out, I'm going to buy 100 from Target, and then you're buying it from me here on eBay. So the people that you're buying them from on eBay don't even have them yet because no one has them yet because they're not real yet. And they sold out on eBay. So the ones that people are going to buy from other places that they don't have yet sold out. So you're sold out at the retailers and at the people who are selling them from the retailers. So it's like, I just don't even know.
Jesus.
It's incredible. But the problem is everyone did that before the game was even out. So now all these things are ordered and most of the people who started playing the game aren't even playing it anymore. So, I don't know. Meanwhile, they're at exorbitant prices because they sold out so quickly.
Yeah, I'm not interested in buying this.
No, me neither.
No. I'll just stick to playing Pokemon Go for free. I'm fine with that. And plus, the prices are getting a little bit more ridiculous because of all the pre-orders. So, maybe if there's a price drop, which there will be.
Well, the price is still $35.
No. I mean, like, sooner or later, the price will drop from $35 to something else.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
Catching up in the chat.
35 is a fine price. I think just wait a month or two until people realize, oh, wait a minute, I don't actually need this. And then if you still really want one, just get it from all the retailers that will then have it.
Realize, oh crap, this is just a piece of plastic. Maybe I shouldn't buy this. Or shouldn't have this anymore. Catching up in the chat, Elemental Breakdown says, I think they've caved into Apple because basically everything was supposed to be Plus is now basically on the Apple Watch. Okay. Skeletor's here. Hey, what's up, my dudes? Hey, Skeletor.
Hi, Skeletor.
Another person from the Ryby Discord.
Nice. That Ryby Discord, man, I'll tell you what.
Ryby's awesome.
I didn't say anything bad. I just said I'll tell you what.
No. I mean, I'm just saying that Ryby's awesome.
Thank you, Ryby. I know that's not a person. I know that's a Discord.
No. Ryby's a person, and that's on her Discord.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Mm-hmm. Muni Teddy says, "Lol, basically the Apple Watch is useless and you need more stuff."
Yeah, that's not an inaccurate statement.
And Meow Maniac we'll be right back. Okay. But yeah, not really interested in buying this thing, but it's coming out soon, so, you know. Oh crap. Come on. Ads.
What happened?
Ads.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see. I'll be interested to see how this sells after all the ridiculous pre-order ones are, figured out.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to. Are you done with this?
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay. I'm pretty much done to. Let's move on to the final story tonight, which is interesting both of us are really interested in this.
Yay! I'm happy about this.
Bioshock HD. Well, the system requirements have been revealed. This is also talking about the release dates too, so It
comes out tomorrow. Does that sound right?
No,
15th.
it comes out the 15th. It comes out the 13th on PS4 and Xbox One, and it comes out the 15th on Steam.
So baby gamers, you can get it on the 13th, and real gamers, you can get it on the 15th.
Whoa?
No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, I have a Mac. I can't play this shit.
Well, that was your choice in life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was given this computer. Come on.
And I really want a MacBook Pro too, but not for gaming.
Yeah, video editing. It's good.
And I just like touching them. Like Apple just makes products that you just want to touch.
Oh my.
But no, like honestly, it's
my.
Think about it. It's like I like my computer that I built, and it's very powerful, but I don't like to touch it. I like touching a Mac. It's just incredible. Like you're drawn to it magnetically. You just want to use it.
Why would I not be shocked to see Little Colin Jeff on not in a rape sex offender or Apple sex offender list?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is that a real thing?
You could do the sex offender shuffle.
But it's like I pick up and this isn't just me being like classist. Like I pick up a Samsung Galaxy phone and I just don't like how it feels in my hand. It just feels awkward and strange, and I don't enjoy touching it. Like I pick up my iPhone and it's like every day I'm excited to use my iPhone.
Out of context, this sounds horrible.
I will say this out of context. Like I'm literally excited to touch my iPhone every day. And it's like how many things in your life can you say that about, I guess?
Excited to touch?
Or technology. Obviously, we're talking about your dick. But, like, how many pieces of technology do you genuinely just want to interact with on just such a basic level,
Cell phones and video game controllers.
But it's like, I can't think of a controller that I've ever had that with, It's like the DualShock 4 is probably my favorite controller ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have that reaction to it. It's like my iPhone, it just feels right. It just feels right,
Catching
Which is something Apple, in my opinion, is the only company that's really been able to make devices that you actually love. It's like you fall in love with this device, and that's kind of an incredible thing. But that's just me being a stupid Apple fanboy, so who cares?
Local man in Washington marries his iPhone.
I totally would. Your iPhone will never cheat on you or divorce you, so throwing it out there. But it will break inevitably, and you'll have to get a new one in 730 days. So.
Yeah. Elementor Breakdown says, how do you guys feel about people getting Android emulator on PC and linking their accounts so they can sit at home and use WASD to walk around the world? That kind of seems a bit overcomplicated, don't you think?
I think they need to get a life.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the engineering behind it, but you need to get a life. That's ridiculous. Go actually walk.
Uniteddy says, first world problems complaining about getting a Mac gifted to you.
Well, we weren't all born with the silver.
I'm not complaining. I certainly love my Mac. Just for gaming, it sucks.
Yeah. Which is interesting because you want a PC to move away from your Mac, and I want a Mac to move away from my PC. It's kind of
want to trade?
No, because I know firsthand that my PC costed a little bit more than.
True.
Because I just built this like 3 weeks ago.
Speaking of PC requirements, let's look up at the. I guess the specs you need to run this game.
Let's.
All right, minimum specs for you need Windows 7, 64-bit processor. You need an Intel 6750, 2 dual core. You need 4 gigs of RAM and DirectX 11, or a NVIDIA GeForce 560.
Okay.
And
this is surprisingly low. That's not too bad.
Yeah. And for the recommended specs, you have Windows 7, same thing as before. Processor a 3 gigahertz gigahertz quad core, 8 gigs of RAM, and 2 gig video card or NVIDIA GeForce 770 or better.
And if you have an even vaguely modern any gaming PC that was released in the last 2 or 3 years, you need
this will work perfectly fine. The game looks very pretty.
Yeah, it does for sure. Because I'm a poor college student, I will not be buying this, but I probably will buy it at some point when it inevitably goes on a Steam sale, because I really, really, really like these games, even though I like Infinite more than Bioshock 1 or 2.
Well, you're getting Infinite.
Wait, say it again?
Yeah, you get Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite in this collection.
No, I know. But I'm saying, like, I like Infinite more than the other two, so even though I'd be getting this mostly just to replay Infinite, it's like, they're all good games.
I haven't played Bioshock 2 or Infinite, so yeah, I'm excited to get this, but I don't have the money currently right now to buy video games.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you, and the sister location comes out next month, which is probably only going to be $8, but I'm really excited to play it. And something else comes out, too. Oh, Batman I have to get. The
Telltale games?
Now. Yeah, I need to get that.
I haven't played it yet.
Maybe I won't get it, I don't know. I always yell about how I don't actually like Telltale games that much. Maybe I should just not get it.
But it's Batman.
I know.
And an adventure game.
It's kind of not. I mean, I don't know if I'd really call it an adventure game. I know it's technically an adventure game, but it's kind of like Zork is a puzzle game. It's like it is.
Yeah, okay. Muni Teddy says it's a disappointment. His disappointment felt real when you said no. Okay. And Muni Teddy also says gigaflops.
Shout out to gigaflops.
Shout out to gigaflops. Yeah, let's make that a thing.
I mean, Tera means trillion, so gigaflops is technically a thing.
I guess.
But that would be graphics cards of several generations ago. Anyway, the more you know. So you're going to get this eventually?
Yeah, eventually, if it's on sale, of course. But
okay.
Yeah.
Me too. Remastered versions. I'm curious how much of a remaster Infinite actually... actually got.
I think we talked about this before. Infinite's just going to be upscaled. That's about it.
I'm okay with that, though.
It's Bioshock 1 and 2, though, are they're getting the,
Right, the full treatment.
Mm-hmm. Because
Infinite's already a very pretty game, though.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of why,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily heartbroken by that. And I played 1 and 2, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, on PC at max settings, and those both weren't bad looking. They definitely weren't modern, but they looked good.
I played... the last time I played any Bioshock game was Bioshock 1 a few years ago, and on the PS3.
Right. Was it showing its age a little bit?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I think it was like 13 or 14 when I first played it, so...
Okay.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I'm interested to see how this does. I was heartbroken when Irrational shut down.
Yeah, who is doing the HD re-release?
2K, which is the parent company.
Okay.
But like, as many people know, I'm a big Steve Jobs fan. I think his life story is fascinating, and in a lot of ways, Ken Levine is kind of the Steve Jobs of video games. Hideo Kojima would also be another good example of someone who's like that. But very few figures have that almost mythical personality about them. As you hear so much about them, but like sort of the
in the distance, you heard a ghost. That ghost was Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Miyamoto, that's another good one. But like, there's very few names in the industry that have that kind of pull, and Ken Levine is definitely one of them.
David Jaffe?
No.
I like David Jaffe. Come on.
I like him too, but he's not a Ken Levine or Hideo Kojima or Shigeru Morimoto.
Morimoto.
I said Morimoto.
He's Miyamoto.
No, I said Morimoto. Morimoto.
But yeah, you're talking about developers that are huge in the industry, and Ken
yeah,
Levine
and
is certainly
aren't
one
just,
of them.
You know, they have a personality behind them. No, people don't just like Kojima because he made good games. It's because he shows up on camera and you like him. He's funny.
And his Twitter is fucking hilarious.
And he's great, and he lets you know what he's eating on Twitter every day.
Not just that, but like what he's watching, or Konami fucks up again, he sends amazing gifts.
And he connects with people, and like going back to Steve Jobs, that's why people liked Steve Jobs, is because it felt like he wasn't just a corporate advisor. People actually felt like they connected with him. And so to have someone like that, someone like Ken Levine, who'd been known for Bioshock and then later Infinite, he didn't work on Bioshock 2. Basically, after the success of Infinite, he shut down the studio.
Was Bioshock 2 made by a different company?
It was under 2K, but it was a different developer.
Okay.
I don't remember who.
Yeah, I don't know why Irrational broke down after Infinite, considering Infinite was a huge financial success.
And as far as I know, no one really knows. Levine just came in one day and shut it down after the DLC. And they were kind of like, okay, what's next? Here we go. And, I read reports of that as it was happening. I want to say it was early 2014. And people said he came in, he looked very sad, he wouldn't make any eye contact, and he basically said, we're shutting the studio down. And 12 of you are coming with me to Take-Two, which is his new place. And the rest, the 108 of you who aren't, are, I'm going to help you find the best jobs I can, but that's what's happening.
Burn everything down!
Yeah, it was, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that was like...
On a serious note, that's really fucked up. It's sad.
Yeah, and I don't really know what I should look into this more, because at the time, no one really knew, and stuff might have come out since that I just didn't remember hearing about, but this was, like, in the middle of my love affair with Infinite, so I was, like, playing the DLCs over and over and over and still streaming them in, like, one sitting, and, like, I really like Bioshock Infinite, so it was kind of heartbreaking to hear about that happening. Because, like, I totally would be on board for an Infinite 2.
Yeah.
Even though like, that story kind of ties up by the end.
Infinite 2 wouldn't make any sense.
I mean...
it would make sense expanding on the world of Infinite, but, like, the main characters...
You could. You'd have to be careful about how
Really? With Booker?
Yeah, you could do it.
I guess if different alternate timelines, yeah, but like
the Bioshock Infinite's all about alternate realities and alternate timelines, and like
it kind of ends. It kind of ends to not though with the end of Bioshock or Bioshock Infinite 1 or Infinite 1, just Infinite.
It does, and then you play the DLCs. And
I haven't really seen much of the DLCs, so
DLCs you play as an Elizabeth from a timeline, and then she gets killed, and then the real Elizabeth comes back. And then Booker's kind of there, even though, spoilers, he dies at the end of Bioshock Infinite. And they kind of just turn the whole thing on its head. And then they also tie it together to Bioshock 1. So you find out a lot of the events that happened in Bioshock 1 were actually because of what Elizabeth was doing behind the scenes.
Huh.
Like, she was there in Rapture the night that it fell.
Oh, okay.
And it feels kind of fan servicey, but they mostly did a good job with it. Like, if you remember at the beginning of Bioshock 1, you're on that plane that's crashing. She's the one who caused that plane to crash.
Really?
She was actually on that plane with you. It's really interesting. It's a very well done DLC.
I haven't really seen Burial at Sea. That's right.
Burial at Sea Part 1 and Part 2. Yeah.
I haven't seen any. The most I've seen for that is like the trailers of it. I don't actually know the story of it, but that's really cool.
It's super good. It's I'm not gonna say it would be easy for them to do like an Infinite 2 with Booker and Elizabeth, but they definitely could do it. They just have to be careful about how they do it.
Don't want to get too I mean, there might be some plot holes, but
yeah, easiest way to do it is probably just to say alternate realities, different Booker, different Elizabeth. But they could do it, and I believe 2K has gone on the record saying they're not abandoning Bioshock. That also was before this came out, so this may have
maybe the sales of this might might make 2K get might make 2K make another game.
That would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Sort of see if people still care about Bioshock. Because like Bioshock 1 and Infinite, for that matter, won a ton of Game of the Year awards. Like these
Bioshock 2 didn't do as well, but
and I think Bioshock 2 gets a lot of shit. It's clearly not the same as Bioshock 1, but I appreciate where it was coming from. I actually enjoyed 2 more than I did 1. I think 1 didn't age particularly well. And not just in terms of graphics, because I feel like graphically it looks pretty good, but in terms of gameplay, I felt very repetitive, very mundane.
I need to go back to playing 1 and finally playing 2, because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked the story of 2 way more. It's like...
I really liked the story of... Well, not the story of 1, just the world of 1. I loved Rapture.
Yeah, that's true. But, like, the big twist in 1, like...
A big twist. Ginormous fucking air quotes there.
Well, it's like... I
knew what the hell was coming up.
I swear to God, it's like that had not been spoiled for me, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. Like when they did the whole Andrew Ryan reveal, and that's all I'll say. But it's like people talk about that as one of the greatest twists in video game narrative history, and it's like no, it was not. That was so obvious. It was like I don't know.
I mean, well, the Andrew Ryan review I didn't know about, but the whole Atlas thing.
Yeah,
Everybody.
well, that's kind of like the thing.
Even
Perhaps.
even at even I was gonna call that.
Yeah, which I think it's a good game, but I also think that game gets more credit than it necessarily deserves.
Here's one thing though that I noticed. If you don't, after you figure out what Atlas is really doing, if you don't do what Atlas orders you to do, he actually hurts you, physically hurts you by shocking you.
Does he?
Yeah, I actually noticed that.
I do not remember that.
Yeah.
I maybe just didn't see that. I'm not sure.
No, I don't remember if it's a cutscene or like. I remember it gets stuck in like trying to find a valve, and Atlas kept saying, "Would you kindly go to this door?" And I couldn't find the valve, so like he kept shocking me until I would.
That's not.
Yeah. I need to go back to playing it.
Well, there's a really nice HD re-release.
That, or I could pay maybe $5 for the original.
Yeah, it's true, but this one looks prettier.
It does look prettier. Probably add some more stuff too. I don't know.
It looks really pretty too.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right. Well, shall we move on to the main topic tonight?
Yes, we will move on to the main topic of the night after I X out some of this crap. Now, in case you don't know for our main topic of the night, our main topic is, well, since Nintendo is expanding more on Apple and more mobile games, maybe we could get some ideas, or give them some ideas for, the next mobile Nintendo game.
Because apparently no one over there has brains, because it took us literally 2 seconds to come up with this.
Yeah. Should we talk about yours first or mine?
It doesn't matter. I would recommend we keep it to about 10 minutes each, though.
Because
I gotta be lights off, or rather mics off by 10. So.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be like I said before. We're not really doing After Dark, so this isn't
After Dark.
No After Dark. I'm sorry about that.
Spring
Break. Okay.
Have you seen that movie, Spring Breakers?
I saw like a little clip of it the other day.
It's not good.
I know it's not. Let's talk about my game first.
Okay.
Animal Crossing New Leaf, or just Animal Crossing in general. Now, I actually recently got back into Animal Crossing, thanks to Party.
Party has that way about her. She gets you to play bad games, and then you're like, Party, this isn't a
bad game.
I know. I'm just giving you crap.
But yeah, now Party got me into. Well, Party didn't get me into Animal Crossing, but she did get me into Splatoon.
Also, cocaine. She got you doing cocaine.
I wouldn't be shocked if she somehow got me into cocaine.
Just slinging lines.
I will say
off the Magic Dragon.
I will say this: playing Splatoon with her on Skype is way more fun.
Okay.
Yeah. For Splatoon. But let's talk about Animal Crossing for mobile. Oh wow, this person's named Anthony too. That's odd.
Maybe it's Anthony Carboni.
No, the game. I got this from gameplay from Japan Commercials for You Too. Huh. That's kind of odd.
That is a little
odd. So why should Animal Crossing work on mobile? Well, if you know the concept of Animal Crossing, basically this: you run you're a mayor of a little town with a bunch of little animal characters that move in and out of the town. You buy stuff, you earn some money, and
it's kind of a rags to riches story.
Yeah, it's essentially that, but you are already the mayor, so.
Which is funny because you're like the poor, broken down mayor at the beginning.
No, like
you're down.
Depending on the game, you're like, I'm not supposed to be the mayor. The hell.
Like you're on a train. So, what town are you going to? Oh, I'm going to Douchebag Town. Oh, Douchebag Town is right up here. That's perfect.
I named my town Foxville.
Why Foxville?
Foxville.
What?
Foxville.
What'd you do?
Foxville.
Why didn't you just name it Foxville?
I called it Foxville in all caps, so it sounds like Foxville.
Oh.
Yeah.
I probably would have just named it the real thing, but that's okay.
You can't, because Nintendo will say, no, you can't name your character or that,
What if you spelled it with a Q?
I couldn't have gotten away with that, yeah, in retrospect.
No, it's okay. I like, if you're going to spell it with a Q, then yeah, whatever, just do Fox, but I didn't know. Is it online at all?
Oh, Animal Crossing. Yeah, if you want to move on to different towns.
Okay.
Like, for example, if I want to go to Party's town, I just connect it to the internet, and she opens her gates to
With that 56K modem on the DS.
the 3DS. And no, it's not a 56K modem. It's an actual working... The online for the 3DS actually works pretty well.
For the 3DS or the new 3DS?
Just for the ordinary 3DS.
Okay.
That's what I have.
I had it on
anyway.
my 2DS, and I tried using that internet browser, and oh my god, is that slow.
Oh, I've never... I don't use the internet browser. That sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
I would rather use the PS Vita as an internet browser, and that works better.
The PS Vita, we should do an episode about the Vita.
Yeah, we should.
Because it's sad how the Vita's gone. Because the Vita is a beautiful piece of hardware.
Mm-hmm. But back to why Animal Crossing would work on mobile. Well, pretty much in concept, it would work really well. Like, time progresses pretty much, like real world, like how it would in the real world. If it's 2 p.m. in game, it's 2 p.m. in real life, unless you mess with the clock.
Dude, how many times did I mess with my clock in the Pokemon DS games to get daily events sooner? Like I did that all the time. Like literally in Black.
In this game, they would penalize you for that, though. If you.
I was gonna say, yeah, in Black, there's this town called Black City or whatever, and if you because the whole city's based on time-based events, and so if it notices that you're moving your clock a bunch, literally buildings in the town just start disappearing.
Really?
And you'll go in, and it's like you'll see, like, if you look on Google Images, Pokemon Black City, it's filled with skyscrapers, and if you go in and you mess with your clock too much, the city will just half the city will just be gone, and there's just nothing there.
Was that intentional or is that a glitch?
I think it was intentional.
Oh, jeez.
I can't prove it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So seeing something like Animal Crossing on mobile would make perfect sense,
No, definitely.
Yeah. If it's going to cost money or if it's going to be free and have microtransactions, I guess it's up for debate. I think it would make sense. I think it would be better if you just have a one-time pay.
I think do something like the Mario Run of
Yeah.
I think for Animal Crossing something a little steeper, maybe a $10 price tag. I feel like is fair.
Okay, because there's only a handful of other iOS games that I know of that have like a $10 price tag. Those being the Final Fantasy remakes for mobile.
Right.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about this Wumbo is they can charge anything they want. That's the thing.
And they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Because there is a fan base for Animal Crossing. There still is, and it's still pretty big.
And they all have phones.
Mm-hmm.
A
lot of people have been saying, why in the hell is an Animal Crossing on phones? Because it would work well. Although there is one thing that will kind of fuck it over. The controls. You would have to use a digital gamepad.
Well, you can. I mean,
it will work.
That's fixable.
Yeah, it will work like the Minecraft mobile.
I'm not saying port the existing ones over. You can develop
no,
the ground up.
Make a new one or base it off a new Leaf or other games off of that.
And I mean, from what little I know of Animal Crossing, it's very much like Pokemon in the sense that it's pretty much the same game in a better package every time.
Oh yeah, I was about to say if Animal Crossing and Pokemon were the same mechanics.
No. It's just each iteration is more or less the same game as last
I've only
time.
played New Leaf, so I don't know about the past games. But for what I've seen, they add on new characters, new events, and more stuff to do rather than just
And no fault to them. That's what every game does to an extent. There's nothing wrong with that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's essentially most of Nintendo's franchises right there. If it ain't.
But I mean, name something with the. I'm gonna give an exception to Splatoon because I don't think you could do this to Splatoon.
Until Splatoon 2 comes out.
Well, name a popular Nintendo franchise of the last 15 years that couldn't work on mobile, with the exception of Splatoon. And nothing's coming to mind immediately. I think Final Fantasy works on mobile.
It does.
And it's out on mobile. I think Pokemon works on mobile. I think Animal Crossing. I think Zelda. I think Mario. I think Kirby. It's like all of these.
Smash
makes sense.
Oh, actually no.
Maybe. Well,
no. Smash actually wouldn't. You need a gamepad or you need an actual controller to play Smash.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an exception.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give Smash. Yeah. But it's I can't really think of many. Most of these it's hard for me to believe they haven't done this yet.
So if Mario Run is a success, then please port Animal Crossing to mobile, or not just port and make a new one.
Or dude, just even start small. Hey, every Mario game that's ever came out, it's on iOS now. Dude, how much money would they make?
A fuck ton of money.
They're all $5 a piece. Go get them.
I mean, there already are $5 a piece on the 3DS and on the Nintendo eShop on Wii U. So just pull out that
Correct me if I'm wrong. Nintendo still does not have a centralized network, correct?
What do you mean by?
So if you bought, let's say you bought Pokemon X on your 3DS,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day that 3DS fell out a window, it got destroyed and broken.
Oh no! You have a Nintendo ID account.
Okay, so that is finally a thing.
Yeah, it's been a thing ever since the 3DS.
Okay,
Yeah.
I apologize. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Is that true for the Wii U?
Yeah, you use your Nintendo ID account on the 3DS and on the Wii U.
So you can download those games on any console that you're logged into your ID with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, like, if you buy, if you buy some of the, it only works on a couple games, but if you buy the DLC for Super Smash Bros., it will work for both the 3DS and the Wii U.
Cross-buy, yeah.
Yeah, cross-buy, basically. It's cheaper, too, so,
Yep.
So, yeah. Nintendo, put Animal Crossing on mobile.
Do it.
Do it. It'll
Just
work.
do it. It's not hard.
Also, the graphical capacity for Animal Crossing itself isn't that much. So,
Dude, let's say I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt here, okay? Let's say every single developer they had just quit. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe Nintendo just doesn't have any developers anymore. Maybe they just all got thrown out the window and died. Let's just, for argument's sake, say that. Take all of your Pokemon and Mario and Zelda and
you still need programmers to program it into mobile.
Just hear me out.
I get I get where this
Take
is going.
your
I'm
big
sorry.
pile of money, go hire a team of 12 people. A team of 12 people, and literally their only job is to take every game in your back catalog and put it on iOS. That is literally all they are doing. Just one after another, and after another, and after another, and then Pokemon, and then Mario, and just do that.
Should we also talk about how I should probably open up? I'm gonna open up the Pokemon video now.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you're probably going to talk about the same thing, right?
Yeah, it's like I don't understand how have they not done this already? It's like, yeah, Mario Run is great, good job. I appreciate that
Original
they're
IP,
doing this.
but then now time to port some of the other stuff to see if it works, and it will
How have
work.
they not done it already? Of course it'll. Are you trying to tell me Pokemon Red and Blue won't run on the iPhone?
It will run on the
course
iPhone. If it could
Pokemon
run,
Sun and Moon will run on the iPhone. You know, it's like I don't understand how to make this any simpler.
I'm showing off Pokemon Omega Ruby right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that will run on 3DS, or not.
And
3D. That will run on mobile, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the iPhone 7 has quite a bit of power behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even. It's very rare. I mean, yeah, obviously, The Last of Us isn't going to run on the PlayStation 1, but like rarely is it a matter of is there enough hardware. It's do you have someone who's going to take the time and really make a good port out of it? Let's not get a Metal
But,
Gear
like-
Solid Twin Snakes edition sort of.
Oh, where like it's a not a totally different game, but like the whole feeling of the game is totally different.
Or they just butcher the port. They port a game from one thing to another thing. By the time it's on the other thing, it's a totally different game. It's like, just take a team.
Well, I mean, like Twin Snakes in itself, the tone's different because everything's more not action oriented, but I've heard people say it looks like The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like GameCube was undeniably more of a kid's console. It's like that was sort of the friendly family entertainment system, and the PlayStation was, obviously with Crash and stuff, it was funny, but that console was starting to be a little more edgy, and then we saw that even more with the Xbox. But just like I just don't get how they haven't done it already.
But
Dude,
like,
Pokemon,
what
look at Pokemon Go.
what about besides Pokemon Go? What about another original Pokemon game?
Literally, oh yeah, if they release one I respect the people like their 3DS. If you buy your 3DS and you enjoy your 3DS and you want to play Pokemon on that, fine, more power to you. Bigger screen.
A lot of people are really excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So.
Yeah, I'm not even necessarily saying go exclusive because I understand that takes a lot more resources. You have to have a dedicated team for that. I'm saying literally day and day when Sun and Moon comes out, also release it on iOS. Same price, same everything. It's the identical game. It's just on your phone instead. It's like, think about how much money you would make.
Oh,
$34.99 or $39.99, and it's also on the iOS. Dude, that would jump to the top of the App Store so quickly.
I'm just gonna look up Nintendo on the App Store right now.
Just all these fake Mario games.
No, I just see Super Mario Run, Notify, okay. Galaxy in 1979, Miitama, which I deleted.
What are you talking about? Everybody loved Miitama.
I got bored of it after a while.
So did literally everyone who played it.
And then Mega Man 2.
Interesting. I did not know Mega Man 2 was on the iOS.
It's not. Oh, this isn't Capcom.
Oh,
I think this is like a butchered port.
Oh, cool. Everybody likes butchered ports of classic games.
Yep.
SNES Music, Poppy Cart.
Yokai Watch, aka Pokemon.
Yeah. That's all sorts of something. I don't really know how to react to it.
Either way, Nintendo, besides port your other games, make some original games for mobile that would,
Well,
Animal Crossing, again, that will work perfectly well for mobile. Another Pokemon-esque game, like an original Pokemon game, would work fine.
Let's say it's like a Konami issue of like we're just not seeing people out there that are delivering the numbers for this that make it, that justify us developing for it. I can understand that. They're not right if they think that, but I can understand them thinking that. That's why I'm saying port things just to make sure there's an audience there. And Pokemon Go has proved there is definitely an audience there, and it is a massive audience. People care about these properties on iOS. That is a thing. But port it because you don't have to make a new game. You just have to move it over. And granted, that's still a difficult process.
And then after that, you make the new games.
Right. It's like prove that the audience is there by releasing these incredibly popular games on the most popular, platform in the world. And sorry, gamers, but iOS is the most popular gaming platform in the world.
Because a lot of people have iPhones right now, more than consoles and PCs combined. So yeah.
And every time.
Oh, that guy has a Snorlax couch thing. Or it's like a big giant Snorlax chair.
That's awesome.
I want that.
Like every time someone on their phone plays a game,
For example,
every time you've ever seen someone play Fruit Ninja or Cookie Clicker or Candy Crush, all these are games. These are all adding towards game statistics.
For example, I'm playing Pokemon Go right now as we speak.
Right.
Trying to catch this fucking. There we go. Got it.
I mean, it just makes sense.
Catching a Meowth.
Oh, hi Meow. I don't have a Persian yet. I still need a Persian.
Oh, I just caught enough Meowths to. There was a couple times where like there were a few Persians around me, but I couldn't catch them.
That's sad.
Yeah, because like I guess it wasn't in the right area.
It happens. Also, who knows anymore because the areas are all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
It is fascinating how broken this game is. It really is.
Still, it's a fun game though. Fun social experience anyway.
For me, it's not anymore because like that when it first came out, you'd walk around and you'd be like, "Hey, you guys playing Pokemon Go?" And they were, and you talk with it about, or you talk with strangers about it.
So far, though, yeah, that's died.
Yeah, which is like
that's sad.
75% of the reason it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, hey, I'm out here by myself playing this game, or it takes 3 weeks to level up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, you want to call it Wumbo? We still have the commercial.
Oh, we still do have the commercial. We have 7 minutes before the show.
We can do that. That's enough.
Yeah, we're pretty much done with the topic. Nintendo, make more mobile games or port your shit because you'll make money. Do it now.
It's not hard. Just you have enough money. Just do it.
Something's up my. I'm trying to load up YouTube. It's not working.
It broke.
What the? Don't say that because. Thanks, Nostal. Things froze now.
On your computer?
At least, fucking. From the looks of it, did Safari freeze?
Was it the Spring Break Forever thing that did it?
I guess Safari froze.
That's weird.
Alright, exit out, open up. Hopefully the window will be...
start a Kickstarter to get you a new computer and then, punt your computer off of a freeway overpass?
I wish we could do that, but I actually still need this computer.
Okay. Well, just food for thought. We'll store it in the back of our head.
Where is it? It'll be under history.
History.
Have you seen, Have you ever seen Filthy Frank's life hacks?
I don't think so. I've seen Filthy Frank, but I don't think I've seen that video.
It's pretty funny.
I don't really like Filthy Frank.
Like how he says mystery sounds like what sounds like what you just said.
He's just not really my kind of humor.
Yeah, it's very in your face, very blunt.
I'm more civilized. Hey, did I tell you I went to a garden party last week?
Garden party.
Yeah.
I have the video. I have the video ready.
Okay.
But
I wore like a tie and everything. Like,
but seriously though, a garden party. How was that?
It was very fancy.
Did you go with like your parents or?
No, I went with my orientation group.
Was it any fun or just dull?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
We mingled and drank lemonade out of like champagne glasses, and we talked with a lot of people that were very important, and it was fun.
Very important in the gardening industry.
No, it was the president of my school. This mansion.
Okay.
So we went to his like place and just mingled. It was.
Okay. Then yeah, that's important in your case. I'm sorry for giving you shit for that.
It was just like he opened his property, and like, there were like all the freshmen were there, so it was cool.
I opened this property. You can do whatever you want.
Just have fun. Go bury bodies here or whatever you want to do. Just yeah. No, it was cool. Anyway, I have the commercial ready.
Yeah. All right, about to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is Nintendo's marketing.
It's wild, it's wacky, it's Mario Superstar Baseball. Only for Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, this is 3 ads in one, by the way.
I was gonna say we're 13 seconds in.
Yeah,
Basically already up.
This is 3 ads.
Okay.
Mario on that keyboard, man.
It's wild, it's wacky, it's Mario Superstar Baseball. Only for Nintendo GameCube.
There was a
Rated
sequel
everyone.
to this, Mario Super Sluggers, for the Wii. And that's a
played
pretty
that.
yeah, that's a pretty fun game.
I think I remember liking that.
Yeah.
Don't you like go around, you beat characters, and then you can use them in your roster?
Mm-hmm. I remember getting a home run with Baby Mario.
I liked that game.
Mm-hmm. Me
I
too.
didn't love that game, but I liked it.
It's wild, it's wacky, it's a whole new ballgame. Mario Superstar Baseball. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for
Guess whose car
everyone.
that was?
Luigi's.
Yep. Poor Luigi, man.
Luigi sucks. No one likes Luigi.
I like Luigi.
Luigi's dumb.
No, he isn't.
Luigi's stupid.
I like Luigi. Luigi's Mansion is a good game.
Luigi's the poor man's Mario.
You sound very tired, and I'm sorry for keeping you up.
No, you're fine. I'd be awake now anyway. It's no big deal. Gonzo's wife is now following me on Twitch, and I'm actually Skeletor is now following me on Twitch. Thank you so much. I
Awesome.
love you people.
I think it's time to end off the night.
Spring break forever.
Unfortunately, no After Dark tonight, but we do have spring break, so there's that.
Low key, my Ethernet cable gets here tomorrow.
Oh,
The
sweet.
stand for my green screen gets here tomorrow.
Awesome.
And I commissioned to an artist a new banner and new logo for me.
Awesome. So Nostal's
So-
going back into streaming.
And YouTube maybe low key potentially. So yeah, big things. And Wumbo and I are. It's going to depend on time. We're definitely going to do it. It's just a matter of when it's actually going to happen. But
We're gonna update gaming, etc.
Yeah, we're gonna make it look all pretty and maybe do face cam, which we haven't talked a whole lot about.
Yeah, the only reason why we don't do face cam for gaming, etc., because my computer's too slow. If I did
Right.
face cam, then
But I'm thinking if we do the streaming on my end, you and I do a video call. I use my video on my end and the video from Skype for your end on my end. I don't think there's any reason we couldn't do it.
especially.
And it'd take a little messing around, but I feel like we could probably get it done.
Do you want me to make some borders, or do you want to find someone to do it, or?
No, you can do it
Okay.
if you want to. If you're comfortable with it.
I mean,
always feel
this is
bad 'cause,
kind of
like,
this is kind of just average. Something I made in about maybe 20 minutes.
That's fine. I have Photoshop, but I'm not very good with it. It's like I can make like
Eventually,
a basic
I might
stuff.
be getting Photoshop.
Okay. Yeah, look into the Creative Cloud thing because as a student, I think you can get the whole suite for what you're paying now.
Okay, because eventually my Adobe plan's about to expire, so I could just
I think
Make-
mine is
make a new one and use the,
well because you pay like what 20 a month, something like
20
that.
a month for only Premiere. Eventually, I'll get 20 a month for everything. Which
Right,
all I
because
really
as a
need
college
is-
student, you can get everything for the same price you're paying right now.
because all I really need is Photoshop, After Effects, and Premiere. I guess.
I mean, if we were smart, we'd use Illustrator, but I barely understand Photoshop. I don't even really understand Photoshop, so I gotta learn that before I learn Illustrator. But anyway.
Yeah. We gotta end it off because it's almost 10. Thank you guys for watching Gaming Etc. After Dark. Thank you for watching the Gaming Etc. podcast. If you want to see more from me, subscribe. Are you just whispering?
No, not at all. I would never. But no, subscribe to Wumbo. Apollo Media is over. That's a thing, but you can go check out our videos there if you want. Or
you
don't.
could watch the final episode of Collabicast, which I watched a bit of today.
The ending's really sad, just letting you know.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it's my YouTube, as always. You can find it places. It's the same spelling as it is everywhere else. Nostalginator. Spell nostalgia, then the second half of Terminator. Returning to YouTube soon. Returning to streaming soon. I'm doing Borderlands 2 some nights with a group I've mapped out. I am doing Pixelmon some nights with a group I've mapped out. Gaming Cedra, as far as we know right now, will not change. It will be on the same nights at the same time.
Either that, or it might be a different time considering your schedule, right?
It might be. The problem is then going to be, can I eat dinner in time to get here early?
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Or maybe we could do Saturday night. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But for right now, Gaming Etc. has not moved. And if it is going to move, keep an eye on Twitter. We will let you know. We'll give you plenty of notice.
Which our Twitter handles are right there if you want to follow us. And
yep.
That's about it.
That'll be it. Wumbo, this is a pleasure.
Definitely. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.
Bye.
Boy.